Hey guys, so today we'll be doing a full detailed makeup tutorial. I know it's been a while since I've done one, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start with my eyebrows. You guys know that I've been doing the brush up method for my eyebrows, so technically for the past year I've been just doing this technique because I find that it gives more natural look and it leaves me time to have to do less concealer under my eyebrows, because with the natural look you don't have to conceal as much and you're not going for a really clean look. I find it's more pretty. It blends well with a lot of my natural glam looks. It also blends well when I don't do any makeup or foundation and I'm just doing eyebrows and some lip gloss. The brush up method works really well for that. Now, I do still technically draw on a little bit in the corners just because my ends are shorter and I don't really have much hair on the corners of my eyebrows. So I have to, of course, extend that out, because if not, I'll look like I'm missing an eyebrow. Even though with my natural eyebrow, you can't really tell, but that's because my hair, of course, is fine and our hair is lighter than when we're using pencil. So I like to brush up even after drawing the eyebrow on because it keeps the angle, it keeps the arch, first of all, of the eyebrow looking great, as well as it gives still that like brush effect or that natural effect. Look at that. I always make it a mess. I was going in with the concealer and I just never fails that your girl makes messes. So now I got that out of my mouth because that was low-key nasty. I don't even know how I got all the way inside, but we're going to line up the eyebrow and just do a quick cleanup. And you don't have to do this. You can just leave it normal, or you can also use your foundation color if you're not into highlighting under the eyebrow, or you want more of a natural look where it doesn't look like you have any contour. You can use your regular foundation or none at all, but I like this method. So I'll let you guys finish watching as I do my brows. Okay guys, so we are going in with this light orange on the eyelid. I'm going to put it all over the eyelid. This is going to brighten up your eye as well as be a really good transitional shade for the golden look I'm going for. Since I want my eyes to look more golden, which is like more of a deep orange yellow look, the orange under the eyelid is going to really pop out what I'm aiming for when it comes to my eyeshadow pigmentation. You can put concealer underneath your eyeshadow to bring out it more, but I honestly forgot to do that step and I don't really do it quite often, only if I know that I'm going to be out all night and I want it to be long lasting and long wearing, or I'm taking like really vivid pictures, the professional pictures where I want my eyeshadow pigmented. So it's up to your discretion whether you're going to do the concealer first, but you don't have to. Now, as for my creases, I'm going to go right in that little corner of that V with a medium brown. This is like a light brown, kind of more on that ash brown look. That way it's not too deep in the corners, because we don't want a really deep smoky effect on the corner of the eyes. We want to see some gradient transition, but we don't want to see a deep smoky transition. So going in with a medium light brown will be better than having a dark brown or a black. Now I'm going to go on the eyelid with this gold shimmer. Now, you don't have to do a gold shimmer, but this is a golden look. I would recommend using a golden yellow or something in a deeper gold look. And then also make sure you spray with the setting spray first, because the setting spray will actually hold all that pigmented in, and it also will make it long lasting on your eyelid. So this is how it look, and I'm just going to keep going. Also make sure you're blending it out into the actual medium brown so it looks like it's transitioned over and not just packed on your eye. Now we're going to go over here on this side and do the same thing. And just make sure you lightly tap your eye. You don't want to force it, and you don't want to put too much because then it'll fall on your face or it can get in your eye. Now here we're going to go in with a bronze brown. You can use any kind of bronzer you want. I'm using this more shimmer bronze. It's going to go in the creases yet again, but more so a V crease. So you want to make sure you're doing that V shape on the out, as you can see how I'm doing it. And then you want to pack it in, because this is where you're really going to see that definition in the eye creases, as well as it's going to make that gold more bold and stand outish, so that way you're giving that golden look. One thing I like about the bronzer too is that underneath that orange transitional shade, it blends so well that it gives you that sun-kissed glow and not more of the regular glow. I just kind of like the sun-kissed look that the bronzer does underneath that orange transition, if you see what I mean. It looks really, really pretty, and it sets really well on my brown complexion. Now my eyeliner, you guys, I really wanted to show you how I really do my eyeliner, but to be quite frank, when it comes to eyeliner, it's really hard to get on the camera. So I usually go in with a pencil, really light, just on the lid, and then I'll go over it again with a liquid. And then on the corner of my eye, I typically start at the bottom of the eyelid, and then I'll move the pencil up in a slight degree angle if I'm going for an up look. If I'm going for more of the cat eye look that I went for, I made my wing more slanted. As you can see, it's not going up so much, and it stops real quick. So it's like a small tiny wing, not a long one like sometimes I'll do. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted this look to really emphasize the eyeshadow and this beautiful color. Look how sun-kissed glow that looks. This is such a golden, beautiful look. I love it. It's summertime, it's spring look. If you even have some glow highlighter, I would put that on the cheeks as well as over your body, just to bring out this look entirely, which is what I end up doing. But that's just my recommendation, just to pop out this look even further. Now going on to my eyelashes. My eyelashes are from Amazon. Check out my Amazon storefront. You can get them there. I like to use duo glue or hair glue. Right now, duo glue is what I have, so that's what I've been using. I like to also measure my eyelashes before I apply them and cut them, because I have such a short eye and they're slanted that I have to make sure that the eyelashes actually fit my eye. So as you can see, I make sure that even on my corners, it doesn't be too heavy, so my eye don't look like it's hanging low. Because you know, sometimes eyelashes can be too heavy, you guys, and if you're not wearing them properly, your eye will look low and they will be heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this process up so you guys can see, and I hope you guys like how this turns out. we're going to be mixing these two foundations, Nutmeg and Caramel, because I am in the middle and I have to always typically blend my foundations to get the best shade, because either it's too light or too dark or too ashy or too red or too golden. So my skin is right now a combination. I do have some hyperpigmentation on my face a little bit, and then I also have some scars. So right now, just trying to get my skin to an even complexion and make sure that it looks as good as it can. And then when it comes to my foundation, I always try to find the best shade match. And if not, I pick the two best shades to my complexion and blend them. And as you can see, it does work very well. It's not bad. One thing I like about this foundation, though, is that it's really, really lightweight. And it's also thick, so you don't have to use a lot. So you don't have to use a lot of this cream. I literally do a small pump of both and blend them and then just mix it together. And even if you can see in the video, I still have some left over. So this is a really good foundation, a really good coverage, and a really good blend. So we are doing the concealer and contour right now. As you can see, my makeup on my eyeshadow is completed. This is the overall look. I don't like to do too much eyeshadow underneath my eyes because of the fact that I do a lot of concealing. And I also noticed that sometimes when you have all this stuff under your eye, it starts to make the under your eye look black and take away the conceal. So I don't really do too much eyeliner under the eye, eyeshadow under the eye, anything like that. I like to keep my under eyes clean and clear and very vibrant. Now, I do a light contour. I don't do a lot of like heavy contouring. I'm really simple because I already have foundation on and I already have a good skin. This is kind of just enhancing my skin and just bringing out some features and just giving me that pop. I love makeup. I love to play with it. I love how it can change and enhance the beauty that we have. I do find that God puts all these things here for us to love and use and create and just be our authentic selves with. So we don't have to always cake on our makeup or do the most or do what the next person doing. I think the purpose of makeup is to find what works for you, what products you like, how you want to wear your makeup. If you're a lightweight makeup girly, heavyweight makeup girly, contouring girly, no glam, some glam. It's really just finding your niche. That's why I think makeup works for everyone. It's just who wants to use it and how you want to use it. You don't have to be like everybody else with your makeup. So when it comes to my contouring, I keep it light under the eye, and then I just do the nose because that's all I really want to work on, or not work on, but would enhance or pop out is my under eyes and my nose. So I'm going to go back in, of course, with the contour brush because sometimes this concealer is really, really creamy and it spreads really well. So I definitely recommend e.l.f. concealer if you're a drugstore buyer and you want to try their products. So this goes really well to the skin. It blends. I love it. I love how it sets in my face. It's long lasting. I do prefer it more than the NYX just because it's super creamy and hydrating so it doesn't dry out my skin. As you can see, I use NYX for my contour, my bronzer, the darker part, and it blends okay, but it's not as creamy as I would like it. It gives it more like a deep matte finish, which can be drying on the face. But as I'm going to go in and finish my contour, I'll let you guys see. And let's see how this beautiful look comes out. Guys, here is the finished look. I did a beautiful lip combo. It's a nude in the middle with a beautiful dark outline of brown lip liner. I'm going to go in with my dewy finishing spray by e.l.f. I love it. It gives a dewy look, so it keeps my face hydrated as well as setting the makeup permanently on my skin so no transformation happens. Then I go in with the NYX finishing spray just because I love how this finishing spray leaves a matte feeling on the skin, which also helps with the transition. And then I'm going to go in with my Bath and Body Works Sugar Plum Lip Gloss Honey. Tastes like grapes, smells delicious, and it blends really well with any lip liner that you use. I love Bath and Body's lip glosses because they last long, they're hydrating, they're thick, they're buttery, and they're really, really creamy on the face. Now let's go into the highlighting. I remember you guys, this is a golden glow, so we're going to glow up my face real quick. We're going to put this glow on the cheekbone just to enhance it a little bit. I like to blend this with the finishing spray and the setting spray because I feel that it sets better. You can do this before or after, but for my skin and my face, because it's dry, I like to keep as much moisture into it as possible. So honey, yes, this glow came through. I like to add a little bit on the nose just to pop it out, and let me know what you guys think about this beautiful look.